Great to everyone. Welcome to podcast at House of Apostle with Mlungisi. This is Real Talk Wednesdays. I'm Mlungisi Ntsimbele senye ntsim ka ikobeki ke atom ke monna dulang ka gantlo ya bapostola ikhala bapostola. This is the House of Apostle. Umtungwa usokhela uncengeza nomagaga. I'm with my co-host uXolani Ngqolowa.
Greetings everyone. Xolani Ngqolowa here. I hope everyone usharp emakhaya. I hope everyone wherever you are tuned in and you are prepared to listen to today's topic with us. Do you know usharp don?
Nandi wena.
Aye, sharp.
Yeah.
Today, man, we have a little bit of a sensitive topic. We have a topic that is very much important. It's needed, in fact. Of all the topics that you have prepared, this one is remember, Bafit, we are not perfect, we are not expect. We are here having our real talk. So comment, subscribe, and please follow us.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Must get no go again.
Yeah.
Today's topic in one. Alantonas kuluma about losing yourself in a relationship. Or kuluma when we have lost yourself in a relationship. What does it actually mean? What is it? Let's start there. What is to lose yourself in a relationship or losing yourself in loving someone else?
Yeah, this is very emotional and challenging because actually what we do here, it's just opening a can of worms. We're going back now. So basically, us as human beings, if we're just single, we prioritize ourselves. When we are single, we're very happy. You know yourself. But as soon as your lover comes along, then that's where things start to change, because now your priorities, you separate from your priorities.
Yeah.
So in a way, you no longer focus on yourself. You now put all your focus in a relationship. You now put your focus on your partner and start losing yourself. So basically, we offer more when it comes to pouring love, when it comes to giving attention. Most of your time you spend it with that person, hoping that maybe in the future you'll have maybe a mandate future when it comes to marriage and whatever. So the problem here is, as soon as you're in a marriage or as soon as in a relationship, you tend to have plans whereby they exclude your personal plans. Whatever you plan with your partner. You forget about your hobbies, you forget about yourself, you forget about your family. Everything is now about your partner. Then that's where actually we start losing yourself, because now you love too much to a point whereby so like who I am. And sometimes lento le igciniyenza ukuthi ulahlekele. Because now you no longer know yourself, who you are. You no longer have goals, missions, and visions. Or everything you now plan, you plan it with your partner. And at the end of the day, it comes to bite you.
Sizongena kuma causes of losing yourself. Actually, how do you lose yourself in loving someone? I just want to add, something. Yakuzwa the way explaining a corner, just to add in your actually in summary the way mina ngibona ngakhona ukuthi actually masikhuluma about a person losing himself or herself in a relationship, what do they actually mean? So to lose yourself in a relationship, I had defined it as it being the absence of self-identity, self-confidence, and vision for your life. You see, now when Masitintwana, look, you there's the absence of self-identity within yourself. You understand? So ukuthi awusazazi ukuthi ubani njengoba nawo ushilo ukuthi it's easy when you are single ukuzicabangela. It's easy when you are single just to simply say yazi ngihayela ice cream ithi ngihambe ngiyoyithenga.
You have the
but
best
as soon
of
as
your life.
uba in a relationship kuba ngazathi manje sodinga permission to say baby can we go buy ice cream?
Sure.
Then lo muntu loyo if I feel ngazathi to say as in I'm still busy, can we wait or can we do it tomorrow? Already that thing it takes away what you want. So qala ngento eyincane this thing. You understand? But isikhuluma lana nge-absence of self identity, of self-confidence and of a vision for your life. I'm just making example ngento nje encane. I'm sure there are bigger things, bigger plans about to say like indaba for example indaba yabantwana if uzothi ku relationship actually how many kids do you see us having? Let's say mhlambe ngene partner yakho. How many kids do you see us having? Mhlambe you are in a relationship with a person who does not even want kids.
Sure.
Or a person who will tell you what time now umntana oyi1 ngisharp. Then already when mhlambe ufuna 5. Do you understand?
That's resentment actually.
Yabona ukuthi already iqala kuba nani nokuthi who must sacrifice now, who must lose himself or herself there. You understand? So it starts there. It starts there to say what is actually this thing. Once that absence ukuthi kahle kahle mina ngubani ngifuna ini kule relationship, then it kills your self confidence because now we are trying to please your partner, you're trying to make your partner happy. Now you think that okay, let me kill myself in order for my partner to rise. Then
you're sacrificing yourself.
We are sacrificing sharp. Then it's gone. It's gone. But I want us to continue therefore after trying to understand the definition of the way we call. So now, how do you lose yourself in a relationship? Or what causes? What causes a one to lose himself or herself in a relationship?
So basically, into yenzakalayo, ama causes as you've asked. First thing, whenever you lose yourself, you basically, as you said, you lose your identity. But based on your identity, Foti, the most important thing that I just want to dwell on, I think also starting to be in love early, it's a big error. Because uthandana ungaka understand uthando yini.
Like falling in love in a younger age.
You understand? So as soon as ungena lapha, abona bakhuluma iqiniso mabathi nezinto zabantu abadala. You understand? Because they understand better. Thina singena lapha, you want to be a committed person, ufuna ungena emshadweni ungakashadi. You understand? Ungena lapha ubizwa umunye umntana ukuthi made yakho ngalesikhathi umshadanga. And then uthatha that burden yokumedi ukuthi okay umedi must do everything for him while wena usebenza ngaleso sikhathi uzomenzela yini ungasebenzi
okwendlini usayenzelwa ndoda but already sozifaka emjobeni which is costly.
Uma ungachecka ngesinye isikhathi uthola ukuthi you can sacrifice ngakhona ukuthi uphandele imedi yakho but you cannot phandela ama values wakho. Cannot uphandele ukuthi at least ubone ukuthi impilo yakho hasila kanjani. But if ungathi uyemcheckweni manje imali yahlangana kumcheckweni. But as soon as basingathi siyacala uhlanganisa izinto so basically those are the cause yokucala ileyo. Ukungena early emjolweni it's a no for me. I'd advise ukuthi abantu ungena emjolweni because there's kunalento abayisho bathi no for umuntu ukuthi abekwe in a relationship stable dingakala ukuthi adlale ekucala. No, it's not about that. It's about ukukhula and understand life. So basically ungena lapha already so nale umqondo khona ukuthi amasimele ngisebenzele imidi yami ngizokhona ukuyishada nanani whilst wena usana nama plan onawo usana nama vision usana nama goal onawo ukuthi wa complete in life but now because so unomuntu la and imidi yakho
thola umuntu nawo
nawakhe kube inkinga then uqala uyenzakalani usesigela ngaleso sikhathi so uyalahlekelwa nasesigela. You understand? So ugcina manje soyenza njani? Ugcina manje soba nesimo sokuthi nasesigela akusena performance ebakhona. Because you're crazy in love, mas.
So now uthando khohlwe into ezibalekile ezinye ezempilo yakho.
So you lose yourself. So basically those are the causes. Early ukungena emjolweni imfethu ayikho sharp tidings le.
Like imfethu ngathi singa I don't know man like ama teenagers because I think that's all jola qala khona kakhulu.
Sure.
I don't know ngathi ngaba like umuntu angathi angathola mentorship because sinenkinga yokungalalela abazali bethu emakhaya endle kangazi ngayenza kanjani.
Senza the
opposite. But ke sesikhuluma nalaba ke abafowethu nabo dad bethu laba ngathi bathi ukukhula sebaphakathi bona.
Yazi kunento ebuhlungu
ngathi bangakhuluma
kunento ebuhlungu. The way you lose yourself ngakhona empilweni uluza necare yabantwana bakini.
Yeah.
It's very easy for ukuthi ubheje media yakho. But umntana kini wakacela imali kunzima ukuthi ungamupha yona.
Yeah sure. Yeah sure.
So this thing is very deep to the point ukuthi separate with your friendship, separate with your family because now uthola ngesinye isikhathi awusahlala namajensi angithi uyacheka ntwana.
So ucheckile
ngihlala nemedia
zama ukimpress
nemedia yakho iyafakelela lapha njalo uhlala nabangani bakho njalo uhlala nabangani bakho of which tidings le igcine kwenza ukuthi ube lonely because mawula nemedia yakho akusena ukuthi uyebangani bakho bona labo uthi hey ungasafuna ukuhlala nabo.
Ngoba soshayekile sobona ngathi ungabuye banganini lapho you have lost touch
makakulahla mina ngiyazibona eziningi okumakuchithela abantu abokucala obugijimela kubo ubani angani bakho
uzukhala.
You understand? So separate this thing of losing yourself, it separates you from everything that you value, from everything that engakuphakamisi kise forward. So u end up songazazi wena ukuthi enhleke uyaphambili or you move.
Nine abantwana, which I think it's the main pillar of any relationship, and we cannot deny it. Communication bafethu.
Sure.
And ngifuna ntwana sikisi expand kancane.
Sure.
Ngibona as the main cause of losing yourself in a relationship. Once there is no communication, and understand ukuthi kanjani, maybe ukuthi siphilela mhlawumbe ukuimpressa, siphilela mhlawumbe ukuscore ama point masaqala mhlawumbe kuba in a relationship, of which I believe for one that is where things should start. To say masaqala, that is where we must lay everything on the floor to say ubani ufunani uthanda uthandi ini empilweni enhle kwena ume kanjani ufunani kule relationship. I think twana masingena kuma relationship, most of us we don't consider those things. We don't like see hide our intentions with, see hide our dreams, see hide our visions, see hide our plans with and like in life, because lo muntu nayo of course in future already mom approach her or already naye maka accept proposal yakho. I think ikusuke kune something enhlanganisile or khona like, but I believe that like ngathi ningahlala phansi ninidikela like nikhuluma ukuthi actually ngubani mina ngiphuma phi empilweni ngifuna ini.
Let's be honest.
Why is it that actually sibalekela le nto le or mhlambe sisaba ukuthi if ngizokhuluma straight ukuthi mina ngifunani lo muntu lo uzongishiya and ngifuna
let's be honest.
Ngisafuna ukusukela ama point.
Let's be honest.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
very rare ukuthi you can have that.
Yeah.
Because as soon as uhlangana nomntana you must ufuna kumimpress.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So uyamshela.
Yeah.
Because umthanda and umshela because ufuna kumimpress. The easiest way kumimpressa ngani ngamagama.
Uyayibona ke.
Mina ngizokuthanda.
Yabona.
Mina ngendlela ngikuthanda ngayo, I'll be there for you.
Yeah.
Whenever ungidinga ngikhona.
Yeah.
You sacrifice your time now. You no longer have your time. So nesikhathi so media kumangathi endoda gibela manje uyagibela. Even though you have serious things ongazenza endlini.
Yeah.
You understand? So when you say communication, actually it would be difficult because it is to a point by city. How can we approach women in a better way? La sizoba in truthful corner.
Yeah.
Because angithi bathi intombi ishelwa ngamanga so isizulu
ayisiyazi
no
bona kwakho
okay normally ushela uthini ngoba izinto ozikhulumayo lapha izinto ukuthi half of them you don't do them
antona kuya ngawe phela enye into oyibona ngakhona nawe phela it's specific to you. Some of us we lay the ground as we are saying bafethu ukuthi mina I believe in communication. It's either umuntu uyaqoma or aqom, but the person must know ukuthi actually or maybe to understand.
But angekufike lapha uthi yazini husband cela sihlale phansi. Oh, you don't know that person. Sikhulume. No. Mele ubeke indaba yakho uqala.
But to avoid bafethu losing yourself, mina I think actually that is an ideal thing to do. You understand? It's very much perfect to do that in that way. To say, let's talk mfethu. I mean, isilungu abantu lababiza ama dating. And in those dating, what are you doing? What are you talking about? It's not only about going out on lunch. As we are going out, getting to know each other with those few dates, that is where these things must be spoken of. Sometimes you don't know ukuthi a relationship ongena kuyo ingakuthatha kusiphi. You will find yourself in a relationship again who lasted for a month. You again who lasted for 5 years. And you again so lasted for a lifetime. So it's very important and wise within every relationship you clear out your intentions. Who are you? What do you want in this relationship? And what are your plans? You talk about everything. Are you a person who would like to get married? I think I will give credit to most maybe because they tell this thing with okay, what are your plans? Where do you see us? I think there's this question what do you see us in 5 years or in 10 years? Sure. I think how much demanding say a low question. And but if my pick it's a very important question that we need to ask even ourselves before we enter in any relationship, because in this so we must talk about them. Sure. We must clear them out. You understand? Even I made talk. Sure. Even how many kids do you want? Talk about those things. So I think not having those conversations and not clearly communicating that is the first point of losing yourself in a relationship, because manje like usho ntwana ungena lapha nomuntu amshashaya. You understand? You know ukuthi I mean you can't always take them out or buy them things. Sure. But already on your promise lento lezo. You understand? The next thing so thola manje uyazikhuthuza manje awuna next mele ucele ekhaya uyazi keep imali yakho ogcina. But
even if you can go to a deeper part, there's this thing, a comparison. You understand? Seeing other couple baphila ngendlela ethizeni. Let's say for example social media. So ngibona couple iphila kanje imedia yakhe ithi mfikazi bengathanda nami ukuyenza kanje. Already sekufakela pressure. Sure. Because you promised that you'll make her happy. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. So by all means, so no, you must do whatever. And once you start, you can't afford.
Actually,
and indaba afford mfethu, it's very painful.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because sometimes uthola ukuthi intwana awukakabi sharp elifini. Ne. And imagine media yakhe yagijima ndoda. Gijima ifuna izinto eziphambili. Gcina seyithola mhlawumbe umuntu omphakelayo. Yes, uthanda likhona but manje ufuna umuntu ongamphakeli.
Unfortunately
wena ukhona.
Reach some standard or some level.
Then wenzani uyaqala uthatha ama decision wrong, because now you want to wenze njani umsatisfy. So that things
liyaboleka imali emajiti.
Yeah, it's very
so abantu.
Yeah, because now awufuni phela enye indoda ifike ingene territory yakho.
Obvious.
So you try by all means wenze leso simo. So that things i rough kakhulu to a point whereby when we say communication, you actually right, because most amantombazana they need honesty.
Yeah,
understand.
But
normally it is approach.
Yeah, what is this to look
it is approach. So the approaching phase ngathi ngachange. Gobe nesimo sokuthi umtshela umuntu ukuthi ayazini mina ngiyakuthanda but okwamanje I can't. kusabheda
sapush
and wazi ukuthi ke it's rare ukuthi angavuma lo muntu
lo bawuzomtshela kanje yayibona so sibuye sikhawathale in a way
sure
because it's like nazi into ezenhleke zifuna ukuzwa amanga
sure
while now enhleke are trying to impress so ugcina ungasabi ne choice than ukuthi
actually to understand a woman in infertility enye into enzima kabi hayi very rough so hence masithi communication and through communication when it comes to approaching a woman then it will be difficult to find that remedy how specifically do you do that because sometimes uthola intombazana ukuthi when you are straight kunamantombazana angathanda ukuthi ukhulume straight afuna ubashaya ecala umtshele the way muhle ngakhona so no so ufika uyangena nje kuphela so ufika honest
so fika so umtshele ukuthi unafuna umshado
sakutshela iscrap indod ngathi uyazi into ize ngathi uyazi into ize
ntwana uthatshenda baba which is very important but I think ubalundaba we social media boy indaba social media I think is very important abafethu isikhathi siphila kuso sithathe which is very tough to understand we are being influenced by ama couple esiwabona ku social media we are being influenced by celebrities
abantu abamotivated
we are being influenced by abantu abanemali while thina singakabi nayo but you want to live like them you understand enye into now lezo cause ukuthi end up losing yourself because you want to match a standard esomuntu who you even don't know ukuthi what is the source of income of that person ukuthi lo muntu loyo behind that photo behind that video abayithathile on social media kwenzakala to understand so we find ourselves trying to imitate them or we find ourselves njengobusho ntwana ukuthi like uthola ukuthi mhlawumbe partner yakho ntwana izokutshela ngalo couple ukuthi hey couple leso yangichaza and now we try by all means because zama usikwa ama point or mhlawumbe the relationship ntwana is still new
effort yakho
uyangithwala hey yeah
ukutshela ngamanye ama effort amanye ama relationship
uyangithwala to say you end up not focusing in what you're having actually you start focusing mhlambe indaba yenza ukuthi yabo bona la benza kanjani yabona la indaba zihambayo yabona la
ntwana ngitshela ngemotivation yazi abantu bazomotivate abathi i-out engenasikhathi sakho kushutha ikufuni ne ngaleso sikhathi you must match this a man cannot be perfect when it comes to maintaining ikhaya nokumaintain i-finances it's either you because now if uqala uyenza ubhekana ne-finance then time will be less and then if ubhekana ne-family yakho then finance will be less so it's difficult to balance that
ungitshela ukuthi ntwana you can't balance everything
as a man you cannot because you are a provider
I think it's debatable, Buffett. Yeah. I think it's debatable. Again, just now see hlalele one day, young son. Yeah. So, Ntwana, this thing of trying to please Buffett, we should be careful. We should be very careful because yes, cowards. It's cowards are both sides, both genders, male and female. Buffett, this thing of trying to impress because the relationship is still new. We should be really careful about that. And in our times, we are actually living in the world of social media. So it's another big influence that we should be careful of. Do not ever lose yourself or lose your identity because understand? Or don't ever lose yourself because you are still trying to please. Don't lose your identity. So that's in Ntwana, it's one of the one of the causes. Then in Ntwana, I don't know. Mfuna singena kwenye mhlambe history another cause that I've seen, which is I think very sensitive and very important. Abanye abantu Ntwana, they have the need to feel loved and accepted by their partner. Understand? You think that, hey son, mangamthanda mangayenza lento le efuna ngiyenze mangayenza chu manje yonke into you make it about your partner thinking that in return lo muntu uzongithanda lo muntu lona uzongiaccept. Do you understand? You start to do what you call a transaction to say esan mangayenza so yabona partner yami ngiyayazi ukuthi okay ithe ithanda lokho ithe ifuna mhlambe ngigqoke so ithe mhlambe ithi ngenze kanjalo in that way izoyenzani izongithanda back in that way izoyenzani izong-accept yabona can't forgetting that in the process while you are doing that transaction lo yozenzela yona one you are losing yourself.
Actually
you are losing yourself because,
actually you cannot love someone fully if you can't love yourself alone.
So
I understand.
Yeah.
You need to love yourself. You need to be comfortable with yourself. What is ezikujabulisa wena before ungafuna ukujabulisa omunye umuntu. Because it's very expensive ukujabulisa omunye umuntu ungajabulanga wena. You understand? Dating le yakubulala. It makes you noma ipartner yakho ingekho phambi kwakho you become lonely.
So I can't live without you.
You understand? So every time mele uhlala ube nomuntu and ezinye izinto you need time of yourself. You understand? There's things you need to do alone. Even though it's a relationship in, you understand? You need time for your happiness. You need time ukuthi nawe ubuild. Maybe let's say for example be away from your partner. Socialize in the family yakho. Socialize with your friends. You understand? So it's very difficult to love someone. I understand if you don't love yourself.
If you don't, in fact, besides to say it's very difficult, it's impossible. It's impossible.
Sure.
I agree with you.
Sure.
I mean, if you can't please yourself, if you are not satisfied with the way when you are, I mean, you need to satisfy yourself.
Sure.
Satisfy yourself. Be happy to say, I ain't like man.
Sure.
Do you understand? Be happy to say, I'm like the smile seal.
Sure.
Do you understand? Be happy to say, don't try to say like Do you understand? Maybe I want this certain career. Do you understand? But you'll find a partner say, wow, so. Do you understand? Then once you start to lose that identity of yourself to say, okay, I'm betraying this, then you don't love yourself actually.
It goes to a deeper part whereby if you don't want to lose yourself, you should be comfortable on disagreeing. Having differences. You should accept that. Because sometimes you tell Guti, we just sacrifice. Let's do it while you're not comfortable with it. You understand? So it creates a hole in your heart whereby when you'll always sacrifice for someone who would sacrifice.
I can't partners who are like, okay, no, it's fine. Let's just do it. Okay, no, it's fine. Never mind. Do you understand? That thing, you see, that's those little statements, they are actually implying that you don't want to express yourself to say, actually, what do you think? What do you want? It's fine. Let's just go with what you want. It's okay. I'll just accept whatever that you want. Do you understand? In that way, we as loser. Don't know differences. Look, it's normal. It's normal to differ, and I think it's something that a relationship that we are afraid of to say. To be different, it's very much normal. And most of my relationship they struggle with accepting that thing. We end up losing ourselves because we don't accept and embrace our differences in a relationship. And sometimes we may find that it's a very beautiful thing to be different.
The comfortability that
it's a very beautiful thing to be different in a relationship because that is where it's an opportunity, in fact, to start to learn new things. To understand, to say, partner yami likes playing soccer, to understand, or likes watching soccer, while on the other side, it's not my thing. Maybe that's the opportunity to learn. To say, actually, soccer in danger. Let me see what is so interesting about it. Do you understand? So most of the people they tend to lose themselves in a relationship because now they are suppressing. They're suppressing the different. They are scared, man, to say. It's like isihlukile. Mina ngisuke ngilahle or kanjani.
Kufana nokuthatha umuntu ophuzayo but ungathanda ukuphuza. You understand?
Then you tolerate
you so tolerate le but ungenwazi ukuthi okay ayilava abantu abaphuza. So umuntu uyaphuza, umuntu sasakaphuza la so uyaqala ufuna ukumchange. You cannot. Umthola aphuza lo muntu lo. You understand? So some of the things, if we can be comfortable in differences and accepting, and sometimes debating, it's very important.
Debating is very important.
Yeah.
It's very important.
To measure even in ngondo yomuntu. Ukuthi actually how far you guys gonna go. Because sometimes into enza ukuthi abantu bagcine sebalahlekelwa, it's because you guys, you're not in the same page, man. Umuntu athe hayilwake ke league yami. It's not a league. It's all about being in the same page. Sometimes asicabanga into
ezifana. Just because
mina ngihlele sontweni, ngihlele eBhayibhelini wena hayi ndoda ushaya piano. Asihlangana. We don't say akunabumnandi bakhona in a relationship, but you need to link up. Ithi noma nenza izinto nizenza ngokufana nangokunderstandana.
Sometimes also mntwana it's normal. My decision it's normal to even break up if like antolani. Mhlawumbe uyasho ukuthi umuntu okay mina ngisithandela ichurch. Omunye athi mina mfethu ichurch akusinto zami uthandela umgroove. Okay, then you talk. Can you compromise here and there, or can we try to make it work? If niyabona ukuthi anihlula, it's normal to break up. Unlike this thing of saying ayisanso sabokuhlwana nomuntu ukuthi ngizothi ngithi yabona mhlawumbe usithandela ichurch wena ntwana kade nosithandela umgroove, so nama sakamele manje saphatha ama feelings wakho ukuthi ayisamuntu omuthanda umgroove and wena ukho lapho.
But we're not saying you
end up losing yourself with that thing.
We're not saying it's not possible ukuthi umuntu osontayo nomuntu oggroovayo bangangazwa.
True.
It can happen bangazwana. But it's all about understand. It's all about communication.
You lay your things.
Foundation.
Your foundation. You understand? To say if one umuntu othandela umgroove you communicate, then you check. Noma ngazuhlukane nayo lo muntu loyo uphinde uthole futhi owesithu naye futhi umtshele the same thing. Uzomthole lo ozo accept njengobulibelo njalo. You understand? Imagine ntwana how many relationships will be successful if people would communicate their feelings, their ideas, and who they are and what is it that they want. Indeed, like they would go really, really far. Some relationships aya breaker because of those things like abantu, they are afraid of expressing their differences.
You cannot stand for yourself.
Understand ukuthi no aysan uyosuka thini uzosuka ngishiye and ethola ukuthi nawe labo mhlawumbe usaqala ntwana ukujola shame usathukile yabona sabukulahla yabona.
I think nokusabukulahlwa ntwana it's dangerous because now you end up settle for izinto wrong. Settle for less. You understand? Umuntu so noma sekayenza wrong awusakwazi kumkhuza because already sekakustadishilo na leyo point ukuthi dimana ngeke ngilahle le iyangithanda. You understand? So sometimes love must come to a compromise whereby if you're not satisfied, njengobusho ukuthi ne break up can be a solution. And sometimes break up it's one of the ways of ukuzithola actually. Because sometimes
actually you are safer now from yourself because you are going to allow this thing to take place. Lose. Understand? So sometimes to say, wait, let's stop it before it goes far. You are actually saving yourself from killing yourself.
Because if unga drop ugcina wenzani sokuba nerije ilento le revenge bakhona. Gonna do revenge angithi.
And they akhala amachita.
You feel the revenge.
Not just amachita bafethu. Let us be clear. Not just amachita khala abantu la ngaphandle.
There's a revenge uthi lale nobani bani. Okay, ngizomnemba ngomngani wakhe. Already you destroyed. You so lahlekelwe uwo ngebanga lomunye umuntu.
And but aware ukuthi part of losing yourself, you don't just lose mhlambi like even time that has been lost, the energy that you have spent in that person. The money. Let's sikhuluma from airtime bafethu. The airtime that you spend on your own to say okay I'm buying airtime ngefone yami ngiyamfonela lo muntu
indoda hayi khuluma ngento enzima.
But losing yourself akusinto nje singadlala ngayo nje singayisacrifice just like that. You'll find people abanye committing suicide. Abanye in fact committing about gender-based violence because now they are angry, like very, very angry because they've lost themselves in this.
No, you invested.
Yeah.
So as soon as you invest there,
yeah,
you need to get your benefit.
Young son.
But our toll invest emntwini ozothola omunye umuntu. So basically ulungisela omunye umuntu.
The intentions of investing were wrong.
Sure.
You were not investing
like
out of maybe your good intentions of which this is me, this is what I want. You were investing for impress. You are investing to say, as in I'm doing what is right. Okay. You understand? Because when you have suppressed your feelings, you have suppressed your ideas, you have suppressed what you really want. You did not communicate that well. So must say shy.
It's deep, Daddy.
Daddy
is an investment.
Yeah.
It's deep because you invest maybe. You see someone, you love her deeply to a point whereby you investor, you see future now.
Yeah.
Then you start introducing her to your family.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that investment. You invest. Yeah, we invest. The family yako says good okay, then you are comfortable now, so you ask good at least the car se bias.
As soon
as I have as soon as I have
as
soon as you lose yourself. Because now already you invested that. And there was also a relationship. So you have to go back and explain to your cousins that habit thought.
Say your pet. Yeah. So honestly, like
it's uncalled for.
We sell back to who we are as Africans.
Yeah.
So say, sometimes we do things that we do not know.
Sure.
Honestly, we do things. That is why when we started, you spoke of age. Sure. And about age is very important. Sometimes while we are still young, it's very dangerous because we don't think maturely so. We never learned we never learned about relationship. Just because we're influenced by what we see on TV, or just because we're influenced by what we see on social media, we think we can do it. In relationship, prepared. Process where teenagers before they enter. Mentor, man. I don't know, man, ganjan, but man, like ufundiswe so age you will start to have feelings, you will start to like certain people, then like know how to go about. Understand? But I mean, because almost all of us is told us as pagat. It's just that Nazi abazali when they talk about these things or our elders, they will just say, "Hey, they're not gonna go further." You'll only realize more so chaisi look ya shwazi into zabantu abadala inhlekilezi
so bambikani so khuluma
uyiwana imagine being heartbroken while you're still young mfethu already so experience ama heartbreaks so experience zonke lento lezi snacks yabona
then end up wenzani so blame omunye umntana ozomthola ngama problems
umuntu udlulisela kulomo uyohlangana naye futhi
awusathembi
sozane
so zangokuthi hey I don't trust man nomntana nomusha you don't trust
tala abantu
wenzeni
yabona
you understand so it's very deep when it comes to that point and i very deep ngendlela ukuthi ngesinye isikhathi yazi umuntu masekalahlekelwe some of the people maga lose themselves unabantu ukuthi once or lose themselves or lose the partner yakhe that guy doesn't recover. Understand?
Yeah,
doesn't recover for long. Umbuzo indoda kanti manje kwasha bacima indoda ungangitsheli ngala things.
Yeah,
I don't want to experience dying engizwile.
Yeah.
Kunama-chance ukuthi indoda nawe uyabona noma silayikazi indoda. Yeah, uthole out indoda. Kunzima ukuthi engage. Yeah, kunzima
maybe yenza
engage.
ama-sacrifice athi kanzima. Yeah.
For example, sacrifice ukuthi no niyakhuluma media yakho, communication is very pure, it's very truthful, imnandi, you empower each other, you integrate each other. Then uyaqala uthola ispan wena media yakho sithi yazini ngoba uthola ispan as uyakhumbula bengifuna ukushaya ikhosi kanje. Then ke uyaya wena fula medium lemele ngegelezisa. Boom,
support.
Boom, we support. Maqeda ukuthola i-degree ndoda sekutshela ukuthi enhleke level yakho ne-level yami has fun. Aleso sikhathi wena wo-double wosebenza lapha.
Yeah.
I was losing.
Uhlala ungazilose because
and coming back to find yourself, it's very difficult. It's very difficult.
Asivele ntwana singene kuyo vele ukuthi actually is it possible to find yourself after you have lost yourself? Or let me just say, how do you find yourself when you have experienced a process of losing yourself sharp? Lo muntu akasekho manje empilweni yakho. So heartbroken, you went through depression. Now you want to work on finding yourself. Or let's say so phakathi. So phakathi in a relationship, because in some relationships, remember there is still hope.
Sure.
Amanye, there is no need for you to even break up. Maybe you still want to find yourself even within in the relationship. Do you understand? So is there a possibility, Ntwana, and how does it happen actually to say umuntu masithola ama solution ama way forward? Singa focus only kuma problems, yabona. How do you find yourself again in after you have lost yourself?
Question
in any circumstances, whether umuntu akasekho empilweni yakho senhlukene or usasekhona. Question
is, do you want to find yourself first? I understand. You must engage your part there.
Yeah.
Some people will tell you, man, I'm done. I understand. It's not a case of I want to find myself or what. I've done my part, I've sacrificed. I think I'm done now. I understand. And there's a part of umuntu ufuna ukuzithola. I understand. First thing, there's symptoms. Abakhona belwabheke. So symptoms now, how can you find symptoms? Is to check your life ubuyele move. Ukuthi like mawuqala before ungene in a relationship, what is it that you wanted to achieve in life?
Yes.
You understand? Then you dream back to your future. Ukuthi manje okay, maybe I wanted to be a lawyer, I can go back to school. You understand? Maybe I wanted to be a plumber. Let me go to you understand? So in that way,
suke naba nomntwana, then because ukuthi uvaye manje uyospana uzosupporta, and then also spana any general work.
So basically you need to discover the symptoms, you understand, of losing yourself. Okay, I prioritized I prioritized my relationship or my partner more than me. You understand? Sometimes you need your time. I understand. Spend more time with you. Sometimes you need to spend time with your partner, no, your friends or your family. So it ibuela to a point whereby last is losing identity. As soon as you start losing identity, even your future goals, you lose them.
Obvious.
I understand.
Obvious.
Even your future mission. When my mission about playing usakhule yakhumbula uthi hey angifuna ukuba imarketer. I want to do marketing. Yakhumbula kusadume abo marketing nabo physics. Want to do physics kanjalo. As soon as uthola imida sekho lezo zinto sofuna something as a
so plan ngenye indlela manje.
So you need to go back to your priorities ukuthi enhleke yini izinto obozifuna. Abanye the edge ukulungisa ekhaya. You understand?
Ukuthi mhlambe
because onemedi sokumele ulungise ekhaya lakho. You understand? So the first thing mawufuna ukusifind is to get symptoms. If you can get the symptoms of it, okay, ngimoshe mangifika la. And I think it's an introspection. It's sitting down uziphaye wena inkinga ilento le ama mistake wakho wabhale phansi ukuthi no ngimoshe mangifika la, not blaming, because sometimes we'd want to find ourselves but blaming the other person. So the problem iba lapho, but when you start wena ulist ama mistake wakho ukuthi okay mina ngimoshe mangifika la, ngamosha mangifika la, okay ngalungisa la.
Actually Ntwana, I agree with you, because nami vele I wanted to say that just on that point to say yabona in everything, in anything Ntwana, in a relationship, yabona the moment you start by focusing on your partner to say I lost myself because of my partner did this, do you understand? That's where you lose it. In fact, even for you to find a solution. Sometimes it's all about looking inwardly. Now, you start by reflecting. You start by saying, okay, sharp, admit that you have lost yourself. Admit that actually you don't even know who you are anymore. And admit that, Ndwana, what have I done to cause this losing of identity? What have I done to cause this losing of self-confidence?
Sure.
Do you understand? What have I done for me? Like, to betray my vision and my dreams in life. Understand? What do you accept that, okay, sharp, I think I have lost myself in this relationship.
Sure.
Do you understand? Is it worth for you to leave it? Or is it worth for you to work on it while in the very same relationship? Do you understand? But you want to know, it starts with you. I think that's the point. It starts with you. Look inwardly if you want to find solutions.
Sure. Sure. So basically, if uqala manje ufuna ukuzithola, that means it's either you've separated with your partner, or you still with your partner.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
If you've separated with your partner, then you need to set yourself new goals.
Yeah.
And you need to list up whatever experience you had, and learn from it.
Yeah.
Preparing yourself if maybe you'd want to engage back to a relationship with someone else, so that it doesn't affect your recent relationship. You understand? So finding yourself also, it's about healing. It's a rehab.
Yeah. But sometimes Donna, it's not necessary ukuthi uze uhlukane nomuntu omthandayo. Sometimes it's not necessary. Only sometimes umuntu uyamthanda genuinely, but unfortunately, you have lost yourself in the process.
But I think sometimes we need to even delve deeply when it comes to witchcraft, because kunabantu kunguthi bayahlukana but abazi bahlukane kanjani. This thing is serious. You understand? Uthola ukuthi man niyathandana, mara manihlangena akuhlangani.
Tona masishaya general.
Yeah. No, I was just trying to delve a bit ukuthi.
Yeah, sure.
Sometimes if you're gonna find yourself,
you
understand, kunezinye izinto odingakala ukuthi uziconsider. You understand?
Adona ngifuna mana silale ngama simple solutions. Like number one, I would say mina, put yourself first.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's difficult to put yourself first if you are in a relationship. It's very difficult. But it's easy when you are alone. Now, I'm not saying to you, pretend as if you are alone. But what I'm saying, Dwana, is that, look, communicate. Put yourself first. Communicate. Tell your partner, say, okay, partner, now, situation, actually, I think it's betrayal cool. Before I met you, this is what I wanted. These were my dreams. Do you understand? And now I want to pursue them. Now I want to. Do you understand? Put them first.
Actually,
then you check with your partner. If partner Ntwana obvious is against that thing, do you understand? You check if can you compromise here and there? Can you not compromise? Obvious. Now we can't compromise. Then put yourself first in everything. When you argue with your partner, when you debate with your partner, always try to put yourself. Say, but this is what I want. This is what makes me who I am. You understand? And I think a reasonable partner will understand, but a non-reasonable partner will want to bully his way or her way around you. then that is where you should know now, and it should be a red flag actually for you to say, actually, this is not a good relationship for you. A relationship that does not even consider your dreams in life. So I want us to understand solution to say there's nothing wrong to put yourself first in a relationship. This is why when I started earlier to say, a cause of this thing of losing yourself, the main one, which is the pillar of all relationships, is no communication. Now, once you communicate yourself, there's nothing wrong. It's not about being selfish or being greedy. It's about just sharing your vision.
But then some people would argue. We're not saying to communicate it's a wrong thing. It's I support it 100%. But sometimes there's people who can argue and say, I understand you said I must communicate, but I've communicated myself in and out, and only to find that umuntu be dishonest. So how do we actually patch, or how do we fix that matter? You understand? Yet dishonest when it comes to okay, I've communicated now, but there's dishonesty. How do I recover from that?
Obviously, if Ntwana now as umuntu has prioritize, I think it's obvious. You understand? If it doesn't work for you, then you leave. Like Ntwana we said.
But I think we have a fear of leaving.
It's not a fear. It's not a fear in relationships. I want to say, hey son, uqala phansi futhi nomunye umuntu. Do you understand? Hey son, next time uqala tholo yabona ekhaya sebayamazi. Yabona, like njengoba usho ukuthi yazi want to introduce umuntu kini. So kuba nzima because my soul is tired ngayo yonke lento le. Understand? And sometimes it's all about your happiness. What do you really feel inside? Are you happy with this person? Is everything going according to your plan? And then sometimes, like you need to be honest, communication also comes with compromising. Understand? Now, if there's a smooth communication between yourself and your partner, do you understand? Like if there's a smooth one, and then you find that maybe your dreams mhlambe they clash nje kancane, you check ukuthi okay, how can you compromise? But the ultimate thing is that you need to have a shared vision and a shared responsibility to say, okay, this is still me even when in compromising. Do you understand? This is still us even when it's compromising. Do you understand? Sometimes we need to be honest. But put yourself first. I see you to say no compromise. And I'm sticking to this. Do you understand?
You become sarcastic now.
I mean, to be in a relationship, it comes with that compromise to say, okay, at some point I will have to say, sacrifice here and there. As long as you don't lose yourself in the process of compromising or in the process of that sacrifice, sacrificing. So it comes with a clear communication to say, before you leave, check with what do you compromise, check with what do you sacrifice. If it doesn't suit you, if you're the type of when you don't want to compromise anything, therefore you're not going to find anyone. Rather remain single. In that way, you'll be happy.
And by all means, what I can give it, try to thank yourself by even a little small achievements. You understand? Than waiting for someone to say thank you. Because sometimes we have that thing we and expect.
Appreciate.
You understand? So if you're gonna be healing or finding yourself, try by all means to teach yourself to thank yourself.
Don't just appreciate.
Also appreciate. Because I think it's important. So that if you start afresh in a relationship, then you appreciated yourself. You know your worth. You understand? Because you think your worth. So you expect a lot on someone else, and you rely on someone else. You rely on someone else's weights to validation.
Actually, when I or has when umuhle or has when as in kahle. You understand? We rely, like those words when they come from our partners, they mean a lot than when they come from us.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And sometimes to compliment yourself, to validate yourself is very important. In fact, it starts there, Anton.
Sure.
It starts there.
Sure. I think we've covered it all.
Yeah.
We can conclude now.
Yeah. No, Anton, I think, but just to add in Guma way forward to say, let us not be afraid to risk our relationships.
Sure.
Understand? I think most of us are afraid of that. Now, as we are offering to a solution on how to find yourself, do not be afraid to risk. Understand? I think we usually learn these things about business, about to say take risks, take risk. Even in relationships, learn to take risks.
The fear of failure.
Do you understand?
You must get used to fail.
Apply the very same principle to say, okay, I'm taking risk. And by taking risk, we don't mean that now go and cheat.
Sure.
No, take risk in a way of express yourself. Tell your partner what you really want. Tell your partner where do you come from. Tell your partner what are your plans in life. You understand? And check you might find that the thing that you are hiding actually you may find your partner
with it.
may be in love with the real you than the fake you. Do you understand? Or you may find that your partner does not click with you to say, okay, I feel sharp. Then break up. But the nice thing about breaking up early is that you avoid further damages that may occur as you continue with losing yourself in that relationship.
And another thing, let's not compare. Don't compare your partner with someone else.
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah. Because dating actually it's killing. Now you start expecting false things. Isn't as common? Because now you're comparing. So it's very important to appreciate your person, understand the circumstances, understand the background of your person. You understand, so that you'll be in a sort of similar boundaries when it comes to my relationship, disagreements, when it comes to loving, when it comes to losing someone. Because I feel like sometimes your partner can help you also if you guys are intact to bring you back, find yourself back again.
Man, honest and challenge
if you honest, each other. She can tell you ukuthi imfethu ayazalahle ngathi isikhothane and angwazi isikhothane. Don't do that to kungijabulisa. You understand? You just need maybe your love. You understand? You understand? So your partner can help you to recover and find yourself.
Yeah. And nakhona ntwana enye just nje the last one. Being an independent thinker nje.
Yeah.
Being an independent thinker in a relationship is very important. Ever fit maseke man. Ugenza izinto just because unqena wena uvila phantwana ukucabanga ukuthi kahle kahle wena ufuna ini. You understand? Siyafika restaurant azimina ngifuna into so nami ngifuna yona. Into ezincane nje ezifana nalezo. That thing is wrong. That thing is wrong. Sometimes you need to
ingcono yazi le muntu buza umuntu athi mina ngazi sozobona
yabona abo angazi na uzobona ukuthi wenza kanjani. Do you understand? Like that thing you will lose yourself if you cannot say what is it that you really want. Because your partner will think that anyway uzovuma yonke into engisho. Do you understand? That thing is wrong. Sometimes you need to have an opinion. Obviously umuntu nawe yawazi ukucabanga ngavilapha ukucabanga nawe esicabangela ukuthi okay actually mina ngifuna into eso actually mina ngicabanga kaso manje. Do you understand? Cabanga ukuthi hayi siphume so hayi mina ngithi siphume so. Do you understand? Like there's nothing wrong.
Yenza ne relationship ibe mnandi.
Actually
njalo sengizozwa ngawe.
Yabona sengizozwa ngawe ayazini noma yini oyifuna nami ngiyayifuna. Do you understand? So it's this thing of being a follower in a relationship. It's not good. It's not good at all. So yeah man, so by far that's about it. I don't know, Ntwana, if there is something else in that we need to discuss.
Spoken a lot, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've covered everything actually. We've spoken a lot. We just need to bring an awareness. Izinto zabantu abadala izabantu abadala.
Yeah, sure.
That's the first part. The
Aqale
second
into
part,
ongayazi.
yeah, aqale into ongayazi.
Zokuqala.
Buzathini izinto zakhona bese uyakhona.
Yeah,
Bese
sure.
uyophuma emgodini. So yeah, izinto zabantu abadala izabantu abadala, and communication is very important. Honesty is very important, and as in izinto, you need to make yourself happy before you can make other person happy.
Yeah.
So it's very important for you to be happy before getting a relationship in. Know your goals, your vision, never lose them. Yeah. So basically, I think we've
in
covered
fact, we should even avoid that thing to say, I want to. You see, like there's this tendency in terms of saying, I want to achieve 1, 2, and 3 first before I enter into a relationship. Sometimes it happens that, look, you're in a relationship and you haven't achieved what you want. As easy they are possible to even achieve while you're in a relationship. You understand? A relationship should not stop you from what you want. Do you understand? Because let's be honest, we love being in relationships. We enjoy being in relationships. Do you understand? Even those ngayas there's no part. Kumnandi ntwana uthandiwa, kumnandi nawo uthanda umuntu. So iba ngathi singa prioritize everything in a way to say there is nothing wrong to still push your vision, to still push your dreams, even within the relationship. Yeah.